Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 5th installment of Westchester Knicks Weekly. I'm your host, Alex Fasano. The NBA D-League All-Star Game took place at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, with the East topping the West 105-100. Unfortunately, the weekend featured no players from Westchester. The second half of the D-League season begins this week as the Knicks finish off the month of February with 3 home games against Fort Wayne, Greensboro, and Erie. Coming up, we preview the Knicks' 3-game homestand.
If you build it, they will come. Coming to Iona in the fall 2016, a new master's program in sports communication and media, taught by industry professionals. Students train and work with the Fantasy Sports Network and ESPN3 as producers, directors, and reporters for live shows and events. Advanced students take their skill to the big stage with pro coverage in Westchester County and the tri-state area.
Hi, I'm Anthony Carlo, and I'm at the Madison Square Garden Training Center.
As the season progresses, he'll be allowed to go deeper into bowl games.
The Jets, winners of 5 in a row, sit at 10-5 and control their own playoff destiny as they head to Buffalo for the regular season finale.
The biggest sports networks are located just 30 minutes from Iona's New Rochelle campus. Don't wait for it to happen. Make it happen. Iona and you.
Welcome back to Westchester Knicks Weekly. As always, I am joined by Ian Sacks. Ian, second half of the D-League season about to be underway. What is trending in Westchester?
Well, unfortunately, the arrow is trending down for the Knicks. They started the season 6-1, averaging about 108 points a game. In the month of February, 1-6, averaging just about 102 points per game. So Westchester needs to find their offense come the second half of the season.
All right, let's get right into it. The 3-game homestand. We got a game against Greensboro on Saturday. The first time we saw Westchester against Greensboro, they got 117 points total. 41 of them came in the first quarter. What's Westchester going to have to do to continue this offensive production against this Swarm team?
Well, I said it, that Westchester needs to find their offense in the second half of the season. The thing is, in those 2 games against the Swarm, that was way back at the beginning of the season. The 2 of the leading scorers in those games were Chase Randall and Jordan Crawford. Neither one of them is in a Westchester uniform, but where Westchester is going to need to find their offense is going to be through rebounding. They rank second to last in the D-League in rebounds per game. They need to fix that, and that's going to be points that Westchester can capitalize on.
Now, Aaron Harrison for the Greensboro Swarm managed to get 23 points and 10 rebounds in their second matchup of the season. What is Westchester going to have to do to stop the big man like that and prevent these double-double performances from these early on games of the season?
Well, I think it all depends on who's in for Westchester. If they have Marshall Plumlee, if they have Maurice Endor, then they'll be fine because they have a big that can bang down low with him. If they don't have him, they're going to be in trouble.
Marshall Plumlee actually scored 22 points that game with 6 rebounds, so he's kind of fighting with Harrison to get that top spot of the big man on the court. So hopefully Plumlee and Endor, if they are present on Saturday, will help Westchester produce those points and score when needed. Second game, Erie on Sunday. We saw Westchester dominate Erie again, just like the Greensboro Swarm. They scored 105 points in the first matchup. 32 of them came in the first half. Last time they played Erie, though, again, we had Jordan Crawford, we had Chase Randall. So against this Erie team now, what is Westchester going to have to do without having their star players in Crawford and Randall?
Well, the biggest thing that I can pull from the first 2 games against Erie is that Westchester won both of them down the stretch. The first one was a 2-point victory. The second one was just a 4-point victory. Westchester making big plays in the final minutes to win those games. I think if they can find that success, they have to win these games. This is a perfect storm for Westchester coming out of the All-Star break.
The second game against Erie, Gabe York for Erie was dominant. 32 points on 8 rebounds, a near double-double for him. Big man on the court again. What is Westchester going to have to do? Is it a term of offense or defense in this case? Because we saw from the second game for Westchester, Courtney Fells, 22 points. Von Wafer, 23 points. And these are guys they are going to have on the court. So is it an idea of offense production or is it stopping that big play?
Well, I think for the game against Greensboro, just to go back to that, it's going to be finding the offense. In the game against Erie, it's going to be finding that defense and stopping York. 32 points. Westchester needs to slow them down if they want to get to 3-0 against the Bayhawks. But both teams are behind Westchester in the standings, so the Knicks can pile up a couple of wins here, get some momentum, get some confidence heading into the rest of the second half of the season.
This is their opportunity. This is their moment. Can Westchester turn this season around with the second half of the 2016 D-League season coming into full fruition? We'll see as they take on Greensboro and Erie. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have today. For Westchester Knicks Weekly, as always, I'm Alex Fasano. He's Ian Sacks, and we'll see you next time.